side enjoying one of the league's best records so far. They're sitting at 5-1. Facing off with him, that's the head coach of the Panthers. His guy's coming off the bye week, so we'll keep an eye on it, Brock. Maybe a small advantage to them because of that. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season in the NFL.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking in the air here. It is caught left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
19 yards. First down, Bills.
Numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They'll run here on first down. Now he's past the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They give it to him again. And that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's able to get this down at the 13.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers and their running back about to get back to work. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Go play action on first down. Complete out to the right. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to the well again. Has another lane. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Another carry for him. Escapes a defender. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with him.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
He can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down, Buffalo.
Back-to-back carries here. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. He's got a man left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on fourth down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Air it out on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at first down here. He'll call his own number. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. First down run, Nav's in 5, now 2nd and 5. Handoff now from the gun. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Keeps away from one. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the Bills' 43-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
31-yard line.
They pitch it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Slot man motioned over. He gives here to the motion man. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
They'll try with the wideout. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Brown able to tack on the point after. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Now Brown on to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Bills are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third.
Throw here, third down. All the time in the world. No one's around him. He's got space. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That goes for 32 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
It's a gain of 32. And the Bills first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the Panthers, 18.
Second down, here's an option. Has room into the secondary. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Here's another for him. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Defense making a couple of good stops here. And this brings up third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock. And now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on fourth and goal.
Gain on the play.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. Oh, wow, Brock, the 4th straight carry. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
It's a turnover.
Well, a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Carolina offense headed out now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. On first down, they'll run. And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety. Well, an assist to their punter on that one, Brock.
I'm glad you said that, Kate. Absolutely right.
Because it was that kick that set up the chance for that immediate safety.
How many times do we sit with coaches over the course of the week and we hear it all the time? Mirroring that defense and special teams, teams. It can be game changers. And you don't know that play in any NFL game that could turn the tide. Well, we got to see the defense and the special teams marry together, and now we'll get to watch the offense take possession.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Bills back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They took their shot on fourth and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Cut out left. And he'll get it up to the 44. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 44-yard
Throwing
line.
from the gun here. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Bills jump in front now by 5.
Panthers 7.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. They'll throw it here on first. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Working now from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down.
They'll throw, third and long. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Johnson waiting on it.
It's fourth down.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10, they're going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Pass play coming here. Complete over the middle. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be third down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Third and just 2 to go. There's a dive up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Here come the Panthers, taking over late in this first half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 11.
Here he goes, third and long. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Carolina in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. And they'll need to use the sideline and be conscious of the clock here, partner. No timeouts remaining as they try for points. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third.
Here he is on third and short. And he will not get them to that marker. Heck, all he can do is get back to the line. Fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf, incomplete. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on the visiting New York Giants. And it's Jordan Love. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away.
Now Brown on to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in, week out. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Sending him on the dive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down, Buffalo.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll run here on first down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bills have a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He's going to run for it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. And he can't do it himself. He's stopped behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Back now, pressure coming. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll go play action. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
Gain of 11. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And a yard.
They give it to him again, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They send a tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Short side option here. He's running left. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Finds his back complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
39. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 brings up second and 9.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That's caught for the first. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
To send it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills set to take over offensively. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit. As he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. He's going deep! That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
43 yards.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. No run here from the gun. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and long for him here. Setting up the running back screen. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he drives this into the pouring rain. The Panthers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. I'm not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Dump off to his fullback. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Quickly to Dell. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Here's a toss headed right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking to throw here. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. So we're through 3 here. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's a handoff. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Connecting on the slant. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A gain of 9. brings up third.
Shotgun now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Buffalo.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills take a fourth quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So here comes a big play. Bills going for two.
Lining up for a two-point conversion.
Throwing from the gun here. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add two to their lead here late. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for two.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get two.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. He'll look to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bills headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Here's a toss running left. He dodged the tackle. Makes the tackle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Buffalo.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Lone back gets the handoff. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Another Bills. First down. First down and 10 yards to go.
Handoff now out of the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Working now from the gun. This is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Panthers set to take the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Give them around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 3-score game in the 4th. And he is all smiles down there. He's got his 2nd rushing score of this game, and they've got an even bigger lead in this 2nd half.
Well, we know it because we call these games week to week, Kate. Almost every single one of them seems to be a one-possession nail-biter. To build this kind of cushion and to do it with the strength of his legs, yeah, they're worthy of those smiles down there.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. On 1st down, they'll run. He's only able to they'll get back to the line. It's going to be second down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Another carry for him. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down. Offense in the hurry up here.
30-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
third down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And goes to the hurry up here.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player. As they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Throwing it again here. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. He can run it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offensive line, this is second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Setting up to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Working on first down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18.
Now looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And incomplete. Sets up a third down and
from the gun on third down. Throw left side finds Burden. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's got it over the middle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. They'll run here on first down. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory.